Today we'll be learning what keyword match types are, how to apply them, and the effect they have on the different deployments of your adverts. At the end of the lecture, we'll give you some tips and advice about using match types to target your campaigns successfully. Let's get started now with learning what keyword match types are. Keyword match types determine the reach of your adverts by controlling how closely a keyword needs to match a person's search term in order to trigger a particular advert. There are 5 keyword match types: exact match, phrase match, modified broad match, and negative keywords. In the graphic on the right hand side, you can see how each match type affects the potential audience size for your adverts. Exact is the smallest and broad the largest area. Negative keywords block your adverts from appearing altogether when certain specific keywords are entered in addition to your terms in the search box. Let's have a look at exact match keywords. These are formatted with brackets on either side, for example, open bracket, keyword, close bracket. When you use exact match keywords, your adverts only appear when search engine users enter the exact search phrase or close variation. If search engine users type your exact match keyword into Google plus an additional word, your adverts will not display. In the example of adopt a kitten exact match, the only times that this is going to trigger your advert is when people type that specific word or phrase into Google or misspell one of the phrases within the keyword. Moving on to phrase match. These are formatted with parenthesis or speech marks on either side of the keyword. Phrase match keywords allow your ads to show for specific searches that relate to that exact phrase or close variation, but they do also allow you to have additional words before and after. For the example, again, of adopt a kitten, this time phrase match, the following searches will match: adopt a kitten and how to adopt a kitten. Modified broad match keywords are formatted with a plus symbol either before every word within the keyword or just one of the key phrases. Broad match modifiers allow your ads to show for searches that include your broad match keyword or close variations of the modified broad match keyword. For the example of plus adopt plus kitten, the following searches will match: adopt kitten, how to adopt a kitten, best kitten to adopt. Broad match types. Broad match keywords have no formatting. Broad match allows you to display your adverts for searches on similar phrases and relevant variations. These include synonyms, singular and plural forms, possible misspellings, stemmings such as floor and flooring, related searches, and other relevant variations. For the example of broad match kittens, the following searches will match, though really hundreds if not thousands of keywords could trigger this particular advert. Kittens, kitten photos, adopt a kitten, kitten jobs, kitten X, Y, Z. Negative keywords are formatted with a minus symbol in front, for example, minus keyword. Negative match keywords ensure that your adverts don't show when a particular search term is included in a search query. Many examples include free or jobs or careers that you know when people are typing these into Google before your search terms, it doesn't really relate to what you are specifically offering. An important note about keyword match types is that they only apply to the search network. Any keywords that you have set up for the display network will all be classed as broad match. So let's have a look at how keyword match types control the deployment of your adverts within AdWords and ultimately on the search and display networks. Let's have a look in more detail at the effect each match type has on your search queries that trigger your adverts. As you can see for the keyword list of broad match terms, these trigger all sorts of adverts for different types of queries relating to caps, hats, ladies, women's. While using broad match terms might seem like an appealing and time-saving device, its results are generally too wide for anything we're going to want to use. If we recall our notes from the earlier lecture about quality score and ad rank, best results come from keywords that link highly to the content that is on the specific landing page and add text. More often than not, this isn't going to happen with broad match keywords. The more targeted the keyword is, which is another way of saying how restricted it is with its match types, the easier it is for you to control the relevance between keyword, ad, and landing page. My advice would be to use mainly exact match keywords, propping up your campaigns with phrase match and modified broad match keywords on the terms that you really want to focus on. I would avoid using broad match keywords completely and use negative keywords extensively to block out the instances that people will see your adverts but absolutely won't be purchasing from you. Let's have a look at some tips for using keyword match types successfully. Keyword match types allow you to control the amount of impressions your ad receives and thus impact your click-through rate and quality score, which, as mentioned in Lecture 4, impacts your ad rank. You should use keyword match types to make sure your adverts are only served when there is a high chance of customer engagement. The vast majority of your keywords in your campaign should be exact and phrase match keywords. Broad match and broad match modifiers should be used sparingly, with only the core keywords and monitored very closely. Negative keywords are as important as any of the positive keywords. Your negative keyword list should be extensive and well thought out. They stop your advert from appearing when it is not relevant to do so, which raises your click-through rate and bolsters your quality score and ad rank, which will ultimately mean that your adverts rank higher and cost less than the competition. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to get in touch with me.